Hey everyone, in this video I'm going to be walking you through our English 9 course syllabus. This first slide shows you our suggested materials. Now typically on a normal school year I would have a list of required materials. However, this is going to be a school year like no other, and so I'm just calling them suggested materials for now so that we can be flexible as the year goes on. So some things that I suggest that you have are first a notebook or loose leaf paper that you can eventually put into a binder. When we begin annotating text, you should also have a highlighter. It might also be helpful to have note cards when we start doing vocab work. It'd be great for you to have a pencil or a blue or black pen. And then also, I would love to see students have a 1-inch binder with 5 divider tabs. You'll probably recognize that I use a lot of handouts to help students be successful, and using a binder with divider tabs is a really great way to keep everything I give you as organized as possible. But again, these are just suggested materials, so I wouldn't suggest going out to buy all of these things straight away. It might be a good idea to just see how the year goes, and then we can decide what we want to call required and suggested. If for whatever reason you are in need of any materials that I just listed for you, you can feel free to come and see me because I have a lot of materials that I can share with students. For our school year, I wanted to show you the different units that we'll be covering just so you have an idea of what to prepare for. As you can see from this little chart, there are some units that are year-long. For instance, we're going to be doing our independent reading unit all year. We're also going to be covering grammar for the rest of the year as well. For our units that will come and go, we're going to start with an email etiquette unit. So we're just going to be talking about how you draft professional and polite emails. We'll also do a writing review, so we'll talk about the basic structure of a paragraph, we'll talk about MLA format and things like that. Next, we'll move into a short story unit where we read and analyze short stories. We're also going to be reading a mystery novel together as well. We'll do a drama unit in which we will read Romeo and Juliet, and then we will end the year with a nonfiction unit. This is how I will be weighting your grades. So I will be putting these into Power Schools. And so I just wanted to show you that daily work, so assignments that we do in class together, will be worth 15% of your grade. We'll also have an assessments category, and assessments just include things like discussions, projects, essays, presentations, and things like that. And those things will be worth 35% of your grade. Tests and quizzes will be worth 35% of your grade. And then independent reading, which we'll do reading counts, will be worth 15% of your grade. On the next few slides, I'm going to be sharing some policies and procedures with you. The first policy I want to share with you is my policy on redos and retakes. So first, I want you to know that I believe that learning takes place on a continuum. That means that we're introduced to a skill, we practice that skill over and over again, and then eventually we master that skill. So that means that you will be able to do redos or retakes on any assessment that we do together in class. Okay, so please know that your grade is never set in stone. That means that if you tried something on an assessment and it just didn't go very well, but you want to practice so that you can master that skill, then later you can say, hey, Mrs. Johnson, I think I understand the skill better now. Can I prove it to you? I will be more than happy to let you redo or retake anything. You just have to be really open with me and communicate that need to me. This next slide shows you some expectations, and these expectations cover us if we're in person, if we're in the hybrid model, or if we're doing distance learning. So the first expectation is self-advocacy. Okay, so this simply means that as a high schooler, you need to be diligent in taking the initiative to tell me what you need. I can't be a mind reader, so I won't know what you need unless you tell me. Okay, this includes asking for help, informing me of upcoming absences, requesting extra copies, things like that. Next, I'll also expect that you use respectful and professional communication. So that means when you're sending me emails, please practice basic email etiquette. I'll be expecting that from you. Okay, this means that your email should be clear, concise, proofread, and respectful of my time. I'm also going to expect cognizance from you. So this simply means that you need to be aware of due dates, class meetings, and classroom rules and expectations. It's not enough to just say, well, I didn't know about it. You're expected to know. So if you have questions about anything, be diligent and tell me what you need, asking those questions. Some expectations continued. I'll expect you to give me your effort. It's okay to not understand something, but it's not okay to just quit because you don't understand a concept. Never give up on your learning. I have never failed a student who's asked for help, so ask for help. And then I also want you to be aware of my policy for extenuating circumstances. Please know that I am super understanding. I know that life happens. If you find yourself unable to complete coursework or an assignment because of circumstances that are taking place in your life that are outside of your control, please don't hesitate to reach out to me. I'm here to help partner with you to be successful. So I'm here to support you in any way that I can. So if you're struggling, please be open in that communication with me so that I know what I can do to help you. These expectations are if we're in person or if we're in the hybrid model. And so first, I want you to know that arrival and dismissal matters. So you're expected to arrive to class on time. Also, if you're in class with me, the bell does not dismiss you, but I do. Also, if you're in my classroom or when you're in my classroom, I do allow for food and drinks, but I would like healthy treats, okay? So we're not gonna go to the gas station right up the road and buy a 5-pound bag of gummy bears and eat them in class all day, okay? So they have to be healthy snacks. And if you're eating in class, you are expected to clean up after yourself. I'm not your mom, okay? Drinks will be limited to water only, please. I expect you to come to class prepared as well. The last expectation that's listed here is if you are in my classroom and you experience some sort of personal emergency, maybe you feel like you're gonna be sick, you're gonna vomit, maybe you have a bloody nose, okay? If you experience a personal emergency, please just get where you need to go. So whether that be the nurse or the bathroom, if you're able to tell me, please do so. If not, you can tell me what was going on when you get back. However, I do not want any student to leave my classroom alone if that student feels faint or is having some sort of allergic reaction. So if you feel like you're going to pass out or you feel like you're having an allergic reaction, please be sure to tell me and I will send you with someone so that you can get where you're going safely. This last slide simply shows you how you can contact me. So I have my email address listed there, but you can always email me also on Schoology. And then if you feel like you need to call me and talk to me that way, my phone number is 218-568-9230, and that will ring straight to my classroom. If you have any questions about anything that I've talked to you about in this video, don't hesitate to reach out to me, and I'll be sure to answer those questions as soon as I can. Thanks for watching, everyone.